the 49ers, from place kicker to head coach, are not a clutch organization. But despite that fact, there are still some things I liked about last week. Gary Lamb, Main Event Mania, likes and dislikes, 49ers, Cardinals, let's go. The San Francisco 49ers once again snatched defeat out of the jaws of victory, blowing another game against a division rival. And you're watching this game and think, how did they do it? And I'll tell you exactly how they did it. Not using their brains. And I want to say I liked the 49ers in the first half. They had Brock out of the gun. They were working on the drop back passing game. Brandon Ayuk and Brock looked like they were on the same page. It was looking really good. And despite all the shotgun, despite all the drop back passing, we had a double-digit lead, which is what you're trying to do, but more importantly, we almost had a 2-to-1 time of possession ratio, and you haven't even unleashed your running back yet, Jordan Mason. Wow, what a first half. I liked how we shut down Connor, the running back of the Arizona Cardinals. James Conner did really nothing under 10 yards in the first half. We had it all going. Boy, Brock wasn't perfect, but he was perfectly fine. The heat, 100 degrees going into the second half. 10-point lead, man. I loved all of that. I loved the energy. I really liked. This game should have been about Malik Mustafa. Malik Mustafa, a big play in the end zone on Trey McBride, nice tight end, nice young tight end for the Arizona Cardinals. Big play there. Later on in the game, a big pass breakup against another young talent, Marvin Harrison II. Man, I was like, wow, that was a big question. Do the 49ers have safeties that can deliver in the run game, not just make special plays? The question about the 49ers, can the safeties make plays in pass coverage? And they showed they can. Malik Mustafa, I was so liking this. I was so into this. This should have been the story of the game. After a couple of weeks on special teams, I love Jordan Elliott with that big-time field goal block, and John Lenore, who's playing fantastic. I love what I see out of him. That big return. 49ers look good. Everything was going in their favor. Brock was looking good, moving, showing your legs. Fine, you're showing off. Fine, kid. You go to church on Sunday. You read the Bible. You got to have some fun on the field. I don't blame you for that. Boy, we start out the second half. Big time of possession lead. Defense forces a big 3-and-out. 49ers got the ball. And after all that kicking butt, the 49ers somehow end up, if you're going to include quarterback runs, scrambles, and sacks, about a 3-to-1 pass to run. They ran almost 3 times. Well, they passed. They got in passing formation almost 3 times more than they ran. That's way out of when you're up by freaking 10 in a hot day when you did everything you needed to do to put that team away. Jordan Mason, 14 carries, about 6 yards per. I don't mind giving Jordan Mason a rest. I don't mind that. It doesn't bother me. This is the 49ers are soft up the middle. Jake Brendel, whenever he goes against bigger defensive tackles, which like Roy Lopez and Bilal Nichols are not household names, but they're bigger, so they kind of stuffed the middle. The middle was stuffed, okay? But they got Jordan Mason outside a little bit. They used Garendo and Debo on the outside. Again, the 49ers don't look intimidating with Debo or Trent Williams, but it should have been enough. And they, like I said, they end up. Jordan Mason ended up with a 6-point, over 6 yards to carry, as almost usual. And if you're not trusting your backup running backs, why the hell are you on the team? Okay, you like that Corey Schrader. He rushed the ball more than anybody else. Why'd you cut him? If you don't got guys you trust, why are they on the damn squad? Especially in a game like this, when you know you got another game coming up. Personnel decisions. If you don't like the personnel, why the hell are they up on game day? Another dumb decision, right? The 49ers lost not because of scheme, because of stupidity. And I'm going to go to Brock Purdy. This needs to be your team. You're doing this. You're showing your moves. You got legs. You're showing off out there, kid. Bro, you got to manage the game. You need to get smarter and not stupider, man. I've been saying this for a few weeks now. It's like, okay, great. Brock, I know, you could, if you're watching the 49ers, you knew Brock had legs from the beginning, but you know what? You still, just like Kyle Shanahan and the rest of the team, you got to prove you can do it in the fourth quarter. When everything goes to hell, you got to prove you can do it in the clutch, and you don't do it. You do stuff like that at the end. You don't waste it all showing off, okay? You're holding the damn ball too long, and maybe it's receivers, okay? I think the pass blocking has been, aside from not picking up that damn blitz, someone picked it up in the middle, whatever. You gotta be more disciplined, Brock. You gotta be the leader of this team. If guys aren't getting open, tell their asses to get open. If guys aren't blocking, tell them to get their asses blocking. You gotta be mean and take over the team. Stop taking responsibility for everything, but take responsibility for your dumbass decisions. You know, you gotta. It's great to show off in the clutch, man. Show off when it really counts, and that goes for Kyle. No play, never a wide open play. Like when's the last time you see Kyle drop a play that totally worked? You know, Brock, you got to be clutch. That goes for everybody. Who was the last players to make big plays in big games or in a big moment? The two people I think about, Dre Greenlaw, who's on injured reserve, and Robbie Gould, who's not even on the team. All right, and we're gonna go up there with we're gonna bring a kicker off the street. I don't like that. Another dislike. All right, how much time do I got? I don't want to go too long. All right, 49ers stop with the middle, giving up on the defensive side. James Conner went off. James Conner is a man. You wouldn't expect the Arizona Cardinals to be running in the second half, but you know what? They kept their heads. That was the advantage. Right up the middle with Conner. Conner just took the team on his back. He was clutch. The 49ers were not. And that's why we keep losing, period. All right? Again, all the things I told the Niners to watch for. Watch out for Murray. First thing they do, run a big play. All right? Watch out for Conner. Conner destroys in the second half. Okay? Kyler Murray is not going to, matriculate the ball down the field, but he can do this and that, and all of a sudden, whoa, big play off the back foot. To their first round pick, Marvin Harrison Jr. beats Isaac Yiadom, another probably roster mistake, playing the wrong guys. That's what the 49ers do. They play the wrong guys, making mistakes up here. And until they figure it out, until they are ready for clutch situations, until they play situational football, the 49ers are not going to win the Super Bowl. In fact, even though they're still in the division, they're playing like a 500 squad. Play good here, do this and that, but not executing. Like Nick Bosa says, they are not playing situational football. They are not playing complementary football. Complementary football would be you're kicking ass in the first half, you got time of possession, run the ball down the throat in the second half, play keep away, and you win the game, okay? Period. That's it. All right, what else I like about this game? Again, I want to say this again. There's two people on the defensive line or potential players at defensive tackle that I think could help with this run issue. They're Kalia Davis and Evan Anderson. I don't even know if they played. Kalia Davis and Evan Anderson. I didn't see their name in the stat sheet at all. And that's why, man, that run game ain't doing nothing. The 49ers made a decision to go with pass rush over stopping the rush, which is a 49er trait. You got to earn the pass rush by stopping the run. That's when you get to have the fun. I dislike that philosophy. I'm disliking the philosophy of, playing the guys who are not 49ers. The 49ers play hard. I like seeing Winters run around. He doesn't know what always is going to hit. Neither is Malik Mustafa. Neither is that Jair Brown. But you know what? You gotta go through your growing pain. So I'm not going to nitpick the 49ers for the young guys for not knowing always where to be. But I like that energy. So we got to keep up that energy. And it's up to Brock to hold it together. It's up to Kyle to hold together. It's up for the Niners who have been there, the veterans, to do the right thing at the right time. And in the end, we could shine. All right? Great. We got our chemistry back like you. But again, stop listening to the media. The 49ers are one team with a fullback. You should play your fullback in the second half and stop bullshitting. Gary Lamb, Mania. God bless you. Keep it real, keep it clean. See ya for what to watch for Seahawks.